You've been sold a dream, a story we all want to believe. That a single person with nothing but a brilliant idea and relentless hard work can build an empire from zero. But what if that story was a lie? What if the self-made myth was carefully crafted, not to inspire you, but to sell you something? The truth is, the game was rigged from the start. And today, we're exposing how. We've all heard the legends, the genius programmer in his dorm room, the immigrant sleeping on an office couch, the guy who started with a loan of just $1 million. The media loves the from nothing to everything story. It sells hope. But hope without truth creates illusions. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain. We're going to look at the real stories behind the world's most famous billionaires. And you're going to discover that what truly levels the playing field isn't a lucky break. It's a specific strategy that you can actually learn. Let's start with the classic example, Bill Gates. The story goes, a genius programmer who created Microsoft from his dorm room with nothing. The truth? His mother sat on the board of a major bank and was friends with IBM executives. It was those connections, not just his code, that landed Microsoft the multi-billion-dollar contract that made them dominate the computer industry, or Warren Buffett, the self-taught genius who got rich from scratch in the stock market. The reality? His father was a stockbroker and U.S. Congressman, Warren, had early access to the market and learned, investing from childhood, inside a wealthy network most of us can't even imagine. And then there's Jeff Bezos, the man who started Amazon in his garage with no money, just a dream. But wait, the real launch came from a massive $245,000 investment from his parents, one of the biggest angel investments ever. He also had an Ivy League education and Wall Street connections that opened every single door. See the pattern yet? Donald Trump didn't just borrow $1 million. He received the equivalent of over $400 million through trusts and his father's rescue deals. Elon Musk didn't come from nothing. His father owned emerald mines. He attended private schools and had elite resources. Bernard Arnault, the luxury king, his father owned a major construction company and handed him the money and control to buy. Christian Dior, let that sink in. None of them started at zero. They had family money, elite networks, or an education most people can't access. Now, here's the crucial part that most people miss. This isn't just about privilege. Plenty of rich kids lose everything. These few didn't. That is what makes them different. They weren't fully self-made. They were privileged and strategic. They had a head start, yes, but they also had the vision and persistence to multiply that. Advantage 1,000 times over. So what's the real takeaway here? It's not to be bitter. It's to be smart. The lesson is in the words. Use whatever advantage you have and multiply it. Money makes the start faster, but without vision, strategy, and persistence, it disappears. Stop comparing your day one to their generation 3. You may not have their safety net, but you can learn their strategy. That is what truly levels the playing field. Stop focusing on the resources they had that you don't, and start focusing on the strategy they used that you can. If this video changed your perspective, then do me a favor. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is the kind of real talk we're committed to bringing you. And I want to hear from you in the comments. Tell me, which self-made story surprised you the most? Or what's the one advantage you have right now that you can start multiplying? Thanks for watching. Remember, it's not about where you start. It's about the strategy you use. See you in the next one.